Imagine this: one morning, you open your eyes. And everything looks hazy, like there's a film of smoke covering the world. You can hear your grandkids laughing, but all you see are blurry shapes. No faces. No expressions. You only get two eyes in this lifetime. And after 60, every single meal can either protect that precious light, or let it slowly fade away. Did you know there's a tiny spot in your eye called the macula? It's no bigger than the tip of a pencil, yet it's responsible for nearly all of your central vision, the part that lets you read, recognize faces, and live life with clarity. And the heartbreaking truth: after 60, it begins to break down. Bit by bit. Day by day, each year, millions of older adults gradually lose the ability to read, drive, or see the smiles of their loved ones, not because of age alone, but due to a silent thief, age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. You know what's truly frightening? It's not the pain, it's the blur, the slow, creeping blur that steals a little more from your sight each day. But here's the good news. Modern science has uncovered 3 incredibly simple, affordable vegetables that can help slow macular degeneration, and even improve vision in those who are already struggling to see clearly. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need surgery. Just adding these 3 vegetables to your weekly meals can give your eyes a natural shield that experts call a vision barrier. Yellow circle, especially the first one, just about $1 at your local farmer's market, is packed with a nutrient scientists call gold for your eyes, backhand index pointing right. And the surprising part, most people over 60 aren't eating it the right way to absorb its full power. Collision. So, what is this vegetable, and why are even eye doctors recommending it every week? Clapperboard. Let's dive in, starting with the leafy green that's been nicknamed the Lutein Shield for older adults. By the way, if you know someone who struggles with blurry vision or tired eyes, please share this video with them when you finish. You just might help save someone's sight. Kale, the golden shield of your retina, doctor. These days I have to hold the paper up close to even see the letters. And when I look at my grandson's face, it's all blurry, like I'm seeing through a mist. I've heard words like these so many times, from retired patients, grandparents silently watching their vision fade with each passing year, and I always gently ask, have you eaten any kale lately? They're often surprised. But the truth is, while many are spending money on expensive eye supplements, a simple $1 bunch of kale at the farmer's market may quietly hold the key to protecting your central vision, the part that helps you see faces, read books, and live life clearly. Kale contains the highest natural levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that concentrate specifically in the macula, the small but crucial center of the retina. These nutrients help filter harmful blue light from phones, TVs, and fluorescent bulbs. They also fight oxidative damage and slow retinal degeneration. In addition, kale is packed with beta-carotene, vitamin C, vitamin K, and powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that nourish and protect your eyes over time. Books. According to the ARDS-2 study, 2013, from the U.S. National Eye Institute, NEI, people who consumed at least 10 milligrams of lutein daily had a 43% reduced risk of developing advanced age-related macular degeneration, AMD. Backhand index pointing right. And guess what? Just 1 cup of cooked kale, about 100 g, gives you over 11 milligrams of lutein, enough to hit that protective benchmark. I still remember Mrs. Margaret, 71, living alone in rural Oregon. She loved reading old novels, knitting scarves, and playing word games with her granddaughter. But her eyesight had begun to betray her. I can't see my granddaughter's face clearly anymore. It's like someone drew a fog between us, she told me. I examined her eyes and confirmed early signs of macular degeneration. But instead of rushing to prescriptions, I softly suggested, let's try something simple. Steam some kale or lightly sauté it with olive oil, and eat it 3 to 4 times a week. We'll keep track together. 3 months later, she came back for a checkup. Her face was glowing. Her eyes clearer, "Doctor, I can read books again without my strongest glasses. I see my granddaughters smile each morning. I thought I was losing my vision for good. But now, I have hope again." Speech balloon. If you or a loved one have ever experienced a moment like that, feel free to share your story in the comments. I truly read every word. Common mistake, thinking you're eating kale right, but still losing vision. Many people say, "I already eat kale, I blend it into smoothies." But raw kale blended with fruit can actually block lutein absorption and cause bloating, especially for older adults. That's why many think they're eating healthy, yet still suffer from declining vision. How to use kale the right way, for maximum eye benefit: cook it gently. The best way to retain lutein and soften the fiber is to steam, quickly sauté, or add kale to soup. Avoid raw kale smoothies. Blending kale with fruit can impair absorption of key nutrients and upset digestion. Pair with healthy fats. Lutein is fat soluble, so always eat kale with a source of good fat like olive oil, avocado, salmon, or egg yolk. Backhand index pointing right. Some studies show that pairing lutein with healthy fat can increase absorption by 4 times. Best frequency: eat kale 3 to 5 times per week, rotating with spinach, amaranth, or Swiss chard to keep your meals balanced and enjoyable. Who should be cautious with kale? People with hypothyroidism. Raw kale contains goitrogens, which can interfere with thyroid function if eaten excessively. Backhand index pointing right solution: lightly cook the kale to reduce goitrogens. Those with a history of kidney stones, oxalate type. Kale has moderate oxalate levels. Limit large daily intake. Avoid eating kale on an empty stomach. Cruciferous vegetables can cause bloating or indigestion if consumed without other food. Just one small bunch of kale, less than $1 at the farmer's market, can become a natural barrier against one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults. Kale builds a shield around your macula, but if you spend hours each day staring at screens, TV, or artificial light, you'll need a different vegetable. Backhand index pointing right. That's where broccoli comes in, a surprising green that can neutralize free radicals in the retina, but loses 80% of its power if you cook it the wrong way. Let's discover why in the next section. Broccoli, the retina's free radical fighter. Doctor, every night after watching the news, my eyes feel tired and blurry. Yesterday, even the headlights from passing cars made me squint in pain. This story is more common than you'd imagine, especially for people over 60. Yes, part of it is natural aging, but in many cases, it's the retina silently suffering from years of exposure to blue light, free radicals, and low-grade inflammation. So if kale is the shield protecting your macula from damage, then broccoli is the green warrior that quietly neutralizes the invisible enemies trying to steal your vision. Why do eye doctors trust broccoli to protect the retina? Because broccoli is rich in sulforaphane, a powerful antioxidant that activates the body's natural defense enzymes to protect retinal cells from oxidative stress, blue light, and chronic inflammation. It's also packed with lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin C, and beta-carotene, which nourish and fortify the retina and help slow down age-related decline. In fact, sulforaphane not only defends against oxidative damage but also improves blood flow to the eyes, gently lowering intraocular pressure in a natural way. Books. According to a 2020 study published in the Journal of Ocular Pharmacology and Therapeutics, sulforaphane helps preserve retinal pigment epithelial (RPE) cells, which are vital for maintaining macular health and visual function. Backhand index pointing right, and guess which vegetable contains one of the highest levels of sulforaphane? That's right, broccoli. I'll never forget Mr. Harold, age 69, from California, a tech-savvy retiree. He loved solving Sudoku puzzles and browsing the latest news on his iPad every night before bed. One day, he came to my clinic complaining of eye fatigue, watery eyes, and blurry vision, especially when driving at night. I figured it was just aging, he said, but the doctor told me my retina was under oxidative stress. I asked him about his diet. He shrugged, I don't really eat vegetables. Especially not broccoli. Too bland. I gave him one simple change: steam a small bowl of broccoli daily. Add a splash of olive oil and a sprinkle of crushed walnuts. Do this for 6 weeks. Let's see what happens. He returned 6 weeks later, smiling, Doc, my vision's steadier now. The glare from headlights is gone. And for some reason, I'm sleeping better too, maybe because I gave up the iPad before bed. I never imagined a bowl of broccoli could rescue my eyesight, but now, I'm a believer. How to prepare broccoli properly, so you don't lose the good stuff: steam it, gently. Steaming broccoli for no more than 3 to 5 minutes preserves the most sulforaphane. Backhand index pointing right: boiling it too long or stir-frying until soft can destroy up to 80% of its antioxidant power. Pair it with healthy fats, just like kale. The lutein in broccoli needs fat to be absorbed efficiently. Add olive oil, ground flax seeds, or avocado for better uptake. Simple tip: try steaming broccoli, drizzling with 1 teaspoon of olive oil, sprinkle some ground flaxseed, sea salt, and black pepper. It's tasty, nourishing, and retina-friendly. Common mistakes to avoid with broccoli: overcooking or deep frying. High heat destroys antioxidants, robbing the vegetable of its benefits. Eating it raw only. While raw broccoli retains sulforaphane, it may cause bloating or discomfort in older adults. Not chewing thoroughly. Sulforaphane is only activated when broccoli is chopped or chewed well, thanks to an enzyme called myrosinase. Broccoli may seem ordinary, but inside this familiar green veggie lies a powerful natural weapon, one that shields your retina from oxidative damage, blue light, and chronic inflammation, the very culprits silently pushing millions of seniors into vision loss each year. Kale shields your macula. Broccoli sweeps away free radicals. But there's one more problem no one's talking about: blood flow. Backhand index pointing right without proper circulation, your retina can't receive the oxygen and nutrients it needs, no matter how many superfoods you eat. So what's the key to better blood flow to the eyes? A small, ordinary bulb you already have in your kitchen: garlic. And the latest research may surprise you. Let's explore it now. Garlic: open the flow, brighten the retina. Doc, I eat plenty of vegetables. Kale, broccoli, you name it. But my eyes still feel tired and blurry, especially when the light changes. Is this just old age? Do I have to live with this? That question stopped me in my tracks. You see, many people think, if I'm eating the right foods, I'm doing enough. But they forget one essential truth: backhand index pointing right. Your retina doesn't just need nutrients. It needs blood flow to deliver those nutrients. If circulation is sluggish, even the most nutritious foods won't make it to where they're needed. And that's where this small, humble bulb, garlic, steps in as a quiet hero. Garlic contains a sulfur-based compound called allicin, which is activated when fresh garlic is chopped or crushed and left to rest. Backhand index pointing right allicin relaxes blood vessels and boosts circulation, especially in the tiniest capillaries, including the delicate microvessels in your retina. It also helps lower blood pressure gently, reduces chronic inflammation, and cleanses the vessel walls, ensuring that oxygen-rich, nutrient-filled blood can flow freely to the back of your eyes. Books according to a 2015 study in the International Journal of Clinical and Experimental Medicine, garlic extract significantly improves peripheral circulation and reduces oxidative stress in retinal tissue. Let me tell you about Mr. Robert, age 67, a retired engineer who came to me with a surprising issue. He wasn't seriously ill. No diabetes. No eye disease, just mild high blood pressure, occasional eye strain, and blurry vision when driving at night. His lab work looked fine. He ate vegetables. Took his meds. So what was missing? I asked about garlic. He made a face. I don't really eat garlic, document. I can't stand the smell. I smiled and shared a simple idea. Each morning, crush 1 clove of fresh garlic. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Then swallow it with water. Or, just sauté a couple cloves gently in olive oil and toss it into your veggies. 3 weeks later, he texted me, document. I'm not squinting at the road anymore. Even night driving feels easier. I can't believe something that simple made such a difference. Sometimes, the answer isn't adding more. It's about making the pathways open. Chop or crush fresh garlic and let it rest 10 minutes before eating. That's how allicin is activated, the magic ingredient responsible for its health effects. Eat it raw or lightly cooked. High heat, like deep frying, destroys allicin almost completely. Backhand index pointing right. Best methods: swallow 1 crushed clove daily, or gently sauté 1 to 2 cloves with vegetables. Combine with eye-friendly ingredients. Garlic pairs beautifully with broccoli, kale, and olive oil, amplifying both circulation and nutrient absorption. People with stomach sensitivity, ulcers, acid reflux, raw garlic may irritate the lining. Backhand index pointing right. Try lightly cooked garlic or eat after meals. People on blood thinners, garlic can enhance the effect of medications like warfarin. Backhand index pointing right. Talk to your doctor before taking high daily doses. Avoid high-dose garlic supplements unless medically advised. Natural food-based garlic is safe and effective for most. If kale is the shield, and broccoli is the warrior, then garlic is the road that delivers life-giving blood to the retina. Just 1 small clove a day, used the right way, may keep your vision clearer longer, by giving your eyes the oxygen, antioxidants, and circulation they so desperately need. You see, you don't need expensive treatments, you don't need invasive surgery. Just 3 humble ingredients, already sitting in your kitchen, can give your eyes another chance at clarity, color, and connection. Backhand index pointing right. But which of these 3 is right for you? Which one should you focus on? Depending on your age, lifestyle, and vision changes. Let's take a moment to summarize everything, so you can make the best decision for yourself and for those you love. Join me now, in the final part of this video. Perhaps you'll agree with me when I say this: our eyes don't just let us see, they help us feel life. To see the smile of a loved one, to recognize the colors of flowers outside our window, to read a heartfelt message from our children far away. And today, we've explored 3 simple, affordable vegetables, often overlooked, yet backed by powerful science to protect our eyesight, especially after age 60. Kale, the golden shield for your macula, best for anyone who struggles to read small print, has blurry central vision, or wants to prevent age-related macular degeneration early. How to use: steam or lightly sauté with olive oil, 3 to 5 times per week. Broccoli, the free radical fighter for retinal health. Best for those exposed to blue light daily, TV, phones, LEDs, or who experience eye strain, glare, or difficulty driving at night. How to use: steam for 3 to 5 minutes. Combine with healthy fats to preserve sulforaphane and boost absorption. Garlic, the blood flow booster that nourishes your retina, best for seniors with mild high blood pressure, eye fatigue, or poor circulation. How to use: crush 1 to 2 cloves daily, let sit 10 minutes, then eat raw or lightly sauté. The eyes are the windows to the soul and the light of our golden years. Don't let these precious years fade into a blur just because we forget to nourish our eyes properly. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need complex diets. All it takes is to love your eyes a little more each day, starting with the simplest things in your kitchen. One of my patients once held my hand and said, "I'm not afraid of getting old, doctor. I'm just afraid of not seeing my grandson's face anymore." From that day on, I've told every patient the same thing: eat for the light of tomorrow. If this video brought you clarity, hope, or even just a small sense of comfort, glowing star, leave a comment below to share your story or your loved one's journey. I read them all, and I listen with my heart. Glowing star, send this video to someone you care about. You never know, you might be helping them see clearly for years to come. glowing star. And if you'd like more videos like this, filled with science, stories, and soulful advice, backhand index pointing right, tap subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss another step toward better health. You can always buy more things in life, but you can never buy back the eyesight you've lost. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. Your eyes deserve this, your future deserves this, and maybe, just maybe, a few months from now, your vision will thank you for watching this today. Wishing you a life filled with clear sight and a heart full of light.